One more, just like I said. All right, here we are for what might be, honestly, the last second leg day of training for the week for a while. And what I mean by that is I've been training legs. Let me turn around. I've been training legs twice a week now, every Sunday and Wednesday for like 2.5 years straight. And for anyone who watched my leg day Sunday knows that my left knee started giving me some pretty serious problems midway through the workout. And I don't know, I've been having this feeling and these thoughts that maybe it's time for me to cut back to just one leg day a week for a while. Like I train legs twice a week, and it's obviously the days that I lift the most weight. And I think it's just starting to take a toll on my nervous system. My knees are starting to bother me. My hips have been giving me a little bit of achiness and problems. I think I'm just asking a lot of my legs, like I said, for 2.5 years straight. And I'm not one of those guys that take a whole rest week or a lot of extra rest days. I work out 6 days a week in and week out, and I've been doing legs twice a week like that for 2.5 years straight. I think it's just maybe time to switch things up. I haven't completely made up my mind, honestly. I'm kind of still on the fence about it because I just can't see myself taking this extra leg day out because I've been seeing good results. But on the other hand, it's starting to give me some. Not, I won't say injury problems. They're not like legit serious injuries, but little aches and pains that if I keep doing it, I feel like maybe will lead to some injury problems. So that's kind of my thought process, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So this potentially could be the last Wednesday leg day for a little bit. I'm not gonna say forever, but temporarily. I'll think on it because I still haven't made up my mind, but we'll see. So we're gonna start with some leg curls, and this does say out of order again, but I did it Sunday. It's just missing one of these bolts. So if I kind of, which is this is how I always do it. If I reach around and kind of lock underneath rather than grab the handles, this works fine. So as long as none of the employees yell at me and say, "Hey, get off that machine," because it's out of order, even though it's still really you can do it if you know what you're doing. Unless someone does that, I'm gonna do 3 sets here, and at least three. Let me just say this: I'm gonna do at least 3 sets, and then go from there. We'll see if I want to do more drop sets, whatever. So, that was just a little warm up if you couldn't tell. I'm warm because I did my first half of cardio already, but I want to make sure the hamstrings are ready. So this is the first set. So I did just one set, and my hamstrings are already on fire. It's kind of subsided a little bit, I'll admit I started talking to somebody, so my rest period was a little longer than it should have been. But um, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that my hamstrings are already burning just with one set. I guess it's a good thing in the sense that you know I'm doing something right, just one set and it's already effective. But I'm saying I don't know if it's a bad thing because one set in only, and my hamstrings are already burning. If that makes any sense. So like I got 9 to 10 more sets to go, and my legs are already kind of feeling the effects. Let's just say that. Okay, let's do another one. Nope. Ah. All right, one more. Well, at least one more, maybe even more than that. Oh God, that set was so much harder. Well, it's no coincidence. I went much faster. You know, I sped the rest period up, so it kind of makes sense. I kind of want to do another one. I was gonna do a drop set, but I kind of just want to do 4 straight sets, match that on leg extensions, and then depending on my knee, I think leg press is gonna be my best bet. So we'll see though. Ooh. Oh, oh, uh, shit. Uh, uh, mm, mm. You know, if someone had their eyes closed right now while I was making those noises, they'd probably think something else is going on. But that's just the sounds of me, or that's just the let's say like this. That's the after effect of a good set, a really good one. Whew. Okay, let's move on. Uh, it's funny. One of my buddies came up to me after this first set here, and jokingly, he asked me if I did my weighted lunges yet today. And he asked that because last time I talked to him in here, I had just done some weighted lunges like 2 days prior, and my legs were extremely sore. And we got to talking, and he said they do the same thing to him. And I don't care how many times, well, maybe I shouldn't say this because it might not be true, but I'll say I don't know how many, or I don't care how many times I do weighted lunges. Every single time I do them, they're gonna make my legs really sore. Sometimes it's like 3 days, and there's been instances where it's like 5 days. For 5 days after doing weighted lunges, my legs will be sore. It's crazy. So I mean, on one hand, they're really effective. Then on the other hand, who wants to have your legs sore for 5 days after doing weighted lunges every week? Like that's almost you almost can't recover in time once you keep doing that for so long. But then again, I said I almost shouldn't say this because maybe my legs are so sore because I do weighted lunges so infrequently. So it's like I'll do them once every couple months or sometimes every 3 or 4 months. I'll throw them in just one time, and maybe that's why they get so sore because I don't do them enough. It's kind of like throwing a wrench in my workouts out of nowhere. My legs, the only way they know to respond is just to be really sore. So I don't know. But I joked around with them and I said, never again. I'm never doing weighted lunges again. Now, of course, I say that about a lot of things, and then months later you'll see me doing it. So it was a kind of a half joke, half not. I really mean it when I say I'm never doing them again. But like with everything, you can change your opinion on things, or you can just say, hey, you know what? Let's do this. And I guarantee you, 2 or 3 months from now, there'll be a day in here where I'll say, hey, let's do weighted lunges again. And then the next 4 days, I'll bitch about how sore my legs are. So yeah, that's just part of being a die-hard bodybuilder or weightlifter. Okay. All right, let's do one more. One more, just like I said. And I think that's it here. Ah, ah. Ooh. Okay. That was good. That was good. I think my knee is actually feeling a little better than suspected. Now, this could change once I start feeling it out over there, but I think I might do Smith machine squats today, but only a couple. There's four here, four in leg curls. A couple sets of that had me at 10 total, and that's more than enough for today. But like I said, if it feels not worth it or my knee just starts hurting a little bit, I'll do something else. But I think I can do it. Let's go try it at least. When I say I have no idea how this set is gonna go, I really mean it because come on now. Because my quads are still pretty pumped up. My left knee, there's a little bit of pain. Um, so I don't really know. I don't really know how that's gonna respond. I'll go probably pretty slow with the first couple reps just to feel it out. I don't want to get crazy and blow my knee out. So I'm gonna take my time probably in the first couple. If it feels good, maybe I'll try to ramp it up a little more. Um, but then also, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was trying to do unilateral leg press on my right leg on the inside of my groin. I was having some pain, and for whatever reason, I'm feeling it. Just again, it's not significant, but just a little bit, just enough to where I noticed it, and I probably need to keep an eye on that too. So this is one of those situations where if somebody asked me my advice, I would tell them, don't do it, move on to something easier, and just live to fight another day. But since it's me and I'm willing to risk it, I'm gonna say fuck it, and we're gonna try it anyways. Now, again, there's a chance I could try it, and it just feels terrible, it just doesn't go good, and then I'll move on to something else. But like I said, if I can do at least a couple sets, I'll be happy. We'll probably call that good. So, no knee sleeves, no knee wraps, no belt, 100% raw here, feet close, heels elevated. Let's give it a shot. That actually wasn't bad. I was going pretty slow, controlling it. My knee actually felt a little better than I thought. It was actually the groin one that bothered me a little more. That was good though, actually. As good as it could have been. Let's say that. So let's try one more. Uh, Almost pissed my pants and shit my pants. Both. uh, you know what? Let's do a drop set. I might die or pass out in the process here, but that's okay. Okay, we're done. You know, I was kind of worried. Really, I was kind of worried about this leg day with my knee, and well, pretty much that's it. But you throw in the fact that I was having some groin pain too. I mean, not really the recipe for a good leg day, but like all things considered, it's actually a really good leg day. So, who would have figured, huh? The leg curls, the leg extensions, and I gotta say, these Smith machine squats, again, I was really worried about them. They feel great. So, I mean, like, on one hand, I'm having these couple of different areas of pain. But like I said, considering that, it was actually a really good leg day. Nothing catastrophic happened. I got a good pump. The last sets of squats were really good. So I mean, what else can I say? You know? But let's pose, man. Let's pose. Uh, Keep it short and sweet. Uh, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know if I'm gonna do my second portion of cardio today because my legs are already getting that sore feeling, and I know if I go over there and do more cardio, I might wake up tomorrow and legs be destroyed. Um, and I think that might happen anyways, even without doing the extra cardio. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So I think just for today, I'm gonna skip the second half. Um, and we'll just get out of here. Tomorrow, chest and triceps. So see you then.